this is Neil again. Okay, this is me using my phone. This is how. This is studying. How I have studied. The foundation license now called. It's 31 pages, but you do have to read it all and understand certain parts of it. Okay, so this is just a quick way to say how I've done it. If we look at the book. It's awkward holding my phone. I'm charging up my other camera and stuff, but you'll see this is the first page, license now, and we've got materials. You see, I've started to highlight areas that I consider to be important. Technical basics, you've got units and symbols for current, voltage, there's a little bit on power, electrical circuits, things like here for the battery, which I've highlighted. It's just my easy way of actually learning this stuff. So I've gone through the book, I've made a few notes, which you'll see. Importantly, I don't know why I didn't put it in there, the power triangle, but for power, voltage, and amps. And here, because we've got one for Ohm's law, which is volts, amps and resistance, but not the power one, and it makes it so much easier. My fat finger. Right, yeah, it makes it so much easier for calculating power, because you do the usual thing, you go, oh, I need to find the current. So it's power divided by voltage. Okay. Alright, so go on. You see, I've just gone through, I made more notes here with a proper way of calculating it. It's quite simple. It does sort of mention it, but there's a better way for calculating the wavelength in meters, which is the speed of light divided by the frequency. The speed of light, if we're dealing in meters, becomes very much easier. It's 300 divided by 300. If you take away the millions, it's 300 million meters per second, and the frequency generally is in hertz, which is 1 cycle per second per hertz. Okay, you see I've highlighted everything going down, just things like that. Middle bit there's a dipole on a Yagi, and then we have other stuff to go through. Different colours depending on what to do. How to match stuff, ATU, highlighting stuff, the balance and things like that. This license condition. Also M7, new M7 coming on for the foundation. So on Tuesday I could be an M7 if I pass. I'm not going when I pass because that will be things. So that's just basically going through. I've done that on all of the pages, nearly all of them. There's some notes, some of them safety considerations and stuff. But I say, I've done more. I've actually made notes, on everything that goes within it. So you can see up there and there. I've done it on all the pages, just gone through, making loads of notes and things so you can see how I've studied. Just goes on and on. It sounds anal, but this is the only way that I can learn. And I do recommend it if you're struggling on certain terms, just write it out as you go along. Just, you don't have to write it word for word, just sort of like summarise certain sections. Let's take one for example. So let's have a look. Hopefully my phone won't run out because it's just set. So we do one on technical basics, okay? So I've done current is the resistance on how much electricity is flowing, and the unit is amps. And oh, my writing is so bad. Alright, it's small particles, electricity charge, carrying electricity, potential difference, which is volts, supplied by a battery or cell, its current flows. So all of this is that one little section there is, if I move this out of the way, is actually our, we go right back, I see I'm fully prepared. It's really just this little bit here. So that little paragraph there summarises that whole page. So that's great. So that's how I've been studying, and it does work. We do have, I'm quite lucky is that their tutor who's doing this also does tests after every lesson. Which, if you're not doing that, I'll be surprised if you do a lesson. It's people who do a quick test at the end of an hour lesson are 80% more likely to remember the contents of that lesson. So that's it. That's how I've been studying. I just thought I'd do this quick 5-minute video and just summarising everything. And I've done it using my phone because I realised I do have another camera. It's on charge. I'm trying to find a tripod that actually tilts, and then it will be in perfect HD, and maybe I'll update this, but I just thought I'd get this out so you'll see how I've studied, and a very good way of studying. Highlight, highlight, and write down, write down. I did 20 odd pages, just a little notebook, easy reference. I'll just read this. My writing is terrible, so improve on the writing and scribble. But yeah, it's just so much easier. You write your own notes, like the frequencies here and other stuff, and how to calculate it here. I mean, I will need to do this for the intermediate and full. Fortunately, I've experience in electronics for quite a few years, so well, I don't take anything for granted. But yeah, the first part is for me, quite easy going. There's parts that people find a bit complicated. I'm sort of due for my normal work. So, yep. So look, it's that easy for studying. Alright then guys, well, if you're going to start the Foundation Now course for your Foundation license, this is the method I would suggest. I don't normally deface books, but I found it important just to highlight. Make notes on it. It is £4.99, or if you buy it on RSGB site, it's £3 something. And yeah, buy 2 copies, keep one and write on one. Yeah, I recommend that to anyone. And this method of writing has really helped me no end. Well, we'll see come Tuesday. Alright then, well have fun, and yeah, catch you soon. Thank you very much.